My mustache been brushed? Okay, whenever you're ready.
Just getting in the zone. I'm just trying to feel it. I'm riding the wave. Good morning, I'm Josh Weisbrod.
And I'm Ruben Miranda.
And guess what we're here to talk to you today about? Comics.
Comic books.
Yep. So first up, from last week, since
Why don't you begin?
I was going to begin.
Oh, all right.
Was that not a good idea?
Sure, please.
From last week, since we didn't get to do a video.
You always begin anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I do?
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, I decided to talk about Day Tripper. If I can only pick one from last week, this is the one, people. This is some good stuff. This is a comic by Fabio Moon and Gabriel Ba. Gabriel Ba, those Brazilian brothers. It takes place in Brazil, and it's about life. Yeah, apparently they're brothers.
Oh.
Or twins or something.
Weird.
Anyway, so yeah, it's just about this guy's life. He dies in every chapter. Very emotional, and it's sort of a commentary on life and death, and it's really good storytelling. And I felt like a lot of things when I read this, especially the one about the plane crash, which really made me sad. But it's great. It's great.
That sounds great.
It's great.
I may look into that myself. I saw a couple of interesting books that are going to go on the shelf. They're regular monthly type books, or I don't know, weekly, whatever they are. This is Tyrannosaurus Rex from Image Comics. It's basically it's dinosaurs and some guy. Honestly, I haven't read it, but it just looks good to me. I mean, look at that. We haven't had a good dinosaur book in a long time.
Tyrannosaurus Rex is
and
the best dinosaur.
That's pretty good stuff right there. I mean, it's brutal, but that's the way it was back then, by all accounts. It was brutal. But unlike the real world, there were people there at the time, sexy people. There's stuff going on. There's people and dinosaurs and all kinds of gory action. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm taking one of these home, and I hope it's as fun as it looks. I'll do another one, Josh. You don't seem to be very prepared to go on. Here's another one that looks very interesting. Lil Depressed Boy. I skimmed it. It's about a kid. It seems like a typical kind of teen angsty type of thing here. The art is a little Jeff Lemire-ish, no? I mean, it looks very interesting. I don't know. It just looks like fun. I mean, this probably is a fun comic book for reading.
I'm digging it too. I recommend it also.
Oh.
I like these.
Yeah, we both recommend this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Tyrannosaurus Rex. I was going to get one of those as well. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the best. He's the king of the dinosaurs.
Yes. Let's be less redundant, and I will talk about SpongeBob comics.
Oh, okay.
The first issue. We are of like minds. Maybe we should coordinate these things before we start. Anyway, SpongeBob comics #1, a new #1. There have been SpongeBob comics before, but this is that type of book where you get a lot of very interesting people doing SpongeBob. I saw one in there written by James Kachalka. That's got to be very interesting. So it's SpongeBob, the great subversive type of stuff that you get from the cartoon. You get an even stronger form in comics, probably. What else you got?
Well, I got The Unwritten coming out this week. That's the book by Mike Carey and Peter Gross about these fictional characters and situations becoming real fictional. Well, it's fiction, I guess, because it's not really actually happening in the real world. But anyway, he's in Moby Dick.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's in Moby Dick right now.
Take it easy,
The main character, Tommy Taylor, is inside Moby Dick, the book, and it's pretty fun. You might be excited to find out how it goes when he's exploring this situation, and there's some characters, Captain Ahab's in there. Oh, don't want to spoil the ending. But yeah, and also Lizzie Hexam is trying to contact him from outside of the book. What do you got?
There were a couple of interesting, books from Marvel. They packaged a bunch of old stuff. Here is Acts of Vengeance, almost complete. Every Acts of Vengeance story. This came out years ago. It's when the Marvel villains decided that since they've had no luck defeating their respective heroes, they would switch off and fight different heroes than they usually fight. A completely different person, and they try their luck at that. This happened years ago, and there's a lot of good stuff. Cosmic Spidey. Spidey gets the Enigma Force in this one. Spidey is Captain Universe briefly in this, among many other things. I mean, it's got this gorgeous cover. Looks like Alan Davis. Magneto's in there. That guy and a bunch of the other guys too. That's probably Thor's arm.
Marvel trading spouses.
It's an interesting book. It's a nice hefty tome, a big one. It's $100, but it's worth it, man. There's a lot of good stuff in there. I mean, it's a lot of fun. This just in, evidently. This is the Black Panther. Should we have been talking about this?
Well, yeah,
This was a cartoon that I think what was it? BET was gonna put it on, but for some reason they didn't put it on. And but now it's available as a DVD. It's very John Romita. I've seen some of it, and it's the art just right off the page, and it looks like they just, you know, they did the thing. They made it move. You're the animation expert. How do they do that?
You know, with After Effects.
Yeah, after. Look, there's another one.
Anyway.
Yeah, Grant Morrison, Talking with Gods. What the hell is that about?
That's about Grant Morrison, the writer of such hits as We Three and Animal Man and All-Star Superman and all the Batman stuff recently.
Not to mention The Filth, Doom Patrol. You did mention Animal Man. Invisibles.
Arkham Asylum.
He's written a lot of stuff. Justice League, Earth 2, etc. He's a prolific writer. He's a terrific writer. He writes very unusual stuff. He's very good at what we call mind. Anyway, he writes good, sophisticated stories, and this is a discussion with him about his how he does that and what's in his mind and all that good stuff. That's another DVD. We have DVDs at Forbidden Planet. We do. We got a few.
Also,
more than these.
This week coming out, we have Nemesis by Mark Miller, and who was the artist? Steve McNiven. The same team, same team that brought you Civil War from Marvel. This is about this villain. He's a really messed up dude, messing shit up, killing cops and stuff, really ruining things. He's bad. He's targeting this one cop, and it's just about this cop trying to not get murdered by this dude. And anyway, it's so good. But there's some messed up stuff, so children probably will read this. They shouldn't. Same guys kick it.
Anyway, yes. Also, there's another collection. For some reason, it's not here. There's a collection of John Byrne's Namor that he did some years ago. It's a Submariner book. It's very good. I don't have it to show you, but I do have John Byrne's Next Men. He is back on the Next Men. Many of us remember that this was a book he did in the 90s for Dark Horse. And it's about 5 genetically engineered individuals, teenage kind of age characters, finding their way in the world and learning about the world as it is and as it was, and it's very good. It's terrific Byrne stuff. Hopefully he's back on point. I don't know, a few years ago, I don't know, stuff wasn't great that was coming from Byrne, but he's back in form, we hope. And so this book is out. John Byrne's Next Men is back on the stands after too long a hiatus, is what I meant to say. That's the long and short of it. What else you got?
2 weeks ago, you remember one of the Fantastic Four bit it and died. Well, here's one of the stories from the classic Fantastic Four from the 60s. We have the Galactus trilogy in here. This is Marvel Masterworks Fantastic Four number 5. A lot of cool stuff going on here. All 4 of them get a little bit of play, just like in that one where one of them dies.
As a matter of fact, the Torch, for some reason I'll mention, was particularly pivotal in the Galactus trilogy itself. He was a very important player in that particular story.
He figures out that we're all ants, really. You know, when you look at it, well, he really freaked out at the scope, the sheer scope of the universe.
It's the first appearance of Galactus' ship, among others. It's the first appearance of Galactus, the Silver Surfer, and the whole nine.
Got the Inhumans.
There's a great Inhuman story in there.
I feel like Jack Kirby, and this is some of his best work right here. This is some great stuff.
He's got his scripter Stan Lee along for the ride.
Yeah, these are some of the best. These are some of the best Marvel comics that there are. Really?
I can't argue with that for a change, Josh. I cannot argue with that.
Never argue with that.
There's a few other interesting things that are out this week. I'll just go through a few interesting things. There's a DC Universe Legacies. This one focuses on Hal Jordan's journey from pissed off superhero who just goes overboard and goes pretty nuts, but then he gets his redemption. He turns around. He turns it around. He goes from Parallax to what do you call it? The Spectre, to and now he's Green Lantern.
He's back again, yeah.
This is the long roller coaster ride toward the death of Spider-Man. This is actually Death of Spider-Man #1. It's a book that's going to cross over with the Ultimate Universe, culminating evidently in the death of Spider-Man. There he goes. Good night, Spidey.
Wow.
You got any others there, Josh?
Yeah, well, I got the Suicide Squad from the late '80s by John Ostrander.
And Luke McDonald. That's excellent.
Finally being collected. Finally, it is pretty sweet. I'm sorry.
What is with you?
I'm just fried. Anyway, it's about this team of supervillains who, in their effort to reform, have been put on Task Force X, which is a squad whose tasks most often end in suicide. They're basically suicide missions.
Well, they're not expected to survive some of the adventures they're going to be sent on, and frankly, their bosses don't care because they are, you know,
they're scum.
Convicted supervillains.
They're scum and they deserve to.
Yeah,
die.
that Captain Boomerang's a total piece of crap.
Yeah,
he
but
really is.
You'll love them. You will love them.
It's very good. It's very good storytelling. It's very well written, and it's lovelily drawn by Luke McDonnell.
And it has been adapted to Justice League Unlimited. So I mean,
where's Luke McDonnell now? I haven't seen him in a while.
I don't know.
That's too bad. You also had a great run on Iron Man. Remember that when Iron Man was on the sauce again?
No,
that was good
yeah.
stuff.
No.
Atomic Robo is an ongoing series. It's very what do you call Hellboy-like, although it's a robot character. It's by a couple of good people. Scott Wegener, who I know is a sweetheart of a dude and a great storyteller. This is really good comics. This is just old-fashioned good comics. Good storytelling, good writing, intriguing situations, and fun stuff. And that guy, that Atomic Robo, is a very likable guy in himself. He's a fun dude. There's a new issue of Incognito, Bad Influence. A lot of people have been waiting for this. It's a terrific crime book that is still going. It's great stuff. Pick it up. It's lovely. It's wonderful. It's a new book. I just picked it up because it's a new book. I don't know much about it, but it's called Elf, E-L-F. Although it doesn't look very much like a typical elf fantasy.
Based on Will Ferrell movie.
It's not based on it. I would never mention anything that's based on a Will Ferrell movie. I'm making that promise right now. Anyway, it's got dragons in there too. We got more dragons coming out. It's a bunch of different stuff. It looks like fun. It's probably fun. Come in and take a look at it. If you don't like it, you don't have to buy it, but just come and look for damn sake. Anyway, Josh, you got any more?
I got one more.
Because I got this other one here. It's called Karis Magic. It's an Aspen book. It's a 0 issue. And once again, it's going very much in the fantasy motif. It looks like, here we go, a griffin there. This is just a whole bunch of fantasy stuff going on here. How's the light there, Lindsay? Is that all right? I don't know. It's very shiny here, folks. What can I tell you? We have lights in the store so that you can get around and see all the stuff that we have on the shelves quite clearly. Yes.
Yeah, we also have Justice League Generation Lost, number 19. It's coming towards the end now. This is an ominous cover. What is Maxwell Lord going to shoot the other Blue Beetle? I don't know. Wow, but
that'd be messed up.
Yeah, I hope not, because
we don't have enough Mexican superheroes as it is.
I just don't see how. I don't see how a bullet could pierce his alien armor.
Well, it's Maxwell Lord. Maybe he's
got a magic bullet,
yeah,
like the one who. Maybe Maxwell Lord killed John F. Kennedy.
No, I believe that was a comedian. Weren't you watching?
No, I didn't see that. Oh, there's Booster Gold.
Awful movie.
This is you gotta. I mean, you gotta start reading this. It's really every week, every 2 weeks. I love.
This week also sees a new issue of Carnage. A lot of people like this Carnage stuff.
Yeah.
It's very popular, and a lot of people have been waiting for this one, so I thought I'd mention it. It's got really the art that they like to do in Carnage, all kind of tenderly, and I will get this open for you so you can look at it. It's a nice ad. Actually, that's a really nice ad. Look at that. Have you seen that for the Captain America thing there?
It's
fantastic.
Oh wow, he's
look, the shield's
looking
broken.
really.
How's that all about? Maybe in a couple of weeks we'll be talking about that whenever it comes. But anyway, it's very interesting and moody art for this issue of Carnage. Spidey's in there. There goes the Iron Man as well, and that's probably an interesting book for those people who like to read that type of thing. Thank you so much, Josh. What else you got? You got anything else?
No, I don't have anything else. I just wanted to say.
Sure you do. You've got a great personality, Josh. You're very charming.
Oh, thank you.
And you can come in and experience Josh's charm firsthand. Walk in the store and Josh will walk right up to you, kiss you on the cheek, and help you out.
I won't touch you. I'm not going to touch you.
Oh, that's right. We have that. We have the new rule. But anyway, so do come in. Do come in and look around. We got a lot of stuff. We got comics. We got toys. We got other stuff too. So come on in and check it out or shop online at Forbidden Planet.
I can't wait to see you guys.